Node 2105.
Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, standing by for the nest.
CQ. This is November 2, Kilowatt Foxtrot Alpha. November 2, Kilowatt Foxtrot Alpha, calling CQ and standing by.
This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, pedestrian level. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, your net control station for the Worldwide Pride Net, also known as the Pride Radio Group Net. We will begin in 5 minutes. So, hang tight, folks. We're gonna get this thing started. 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, pedestrian level. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Worldwide Pride Net, also known as the Pride Radio Group Net. My name is Kimberly, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar, Mike Oscar is my call sign, and my pronouns are she, her. I am your net control operator for this net. This is a roundtable general discussion and Reg 2 net, and all calls should go through the net control station. This net meets every Sunday at 2 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time. Before we begin, do we have any emergency or other priority traffic? If at any time there is an emergency, please say break, break, and we will assist you. This net provides a safe place for members of the LGBTQIA+ community, as well as their allies, to hang out over the airwaves. This net, as well as the network it's hosted on, is open to all licensed amateur radio operators. No membership is necessary, and we also welcome third-party traffic as well. Speaking of memberships, the Pride Radio Group provides an inclusive environment for all to learn, experiment, and enjoy radio communications by encouraging, promoting, and supporting diversity with the wider radio community, sharing our experiences and learnings with the community, and celebrating and embracing Pride on the air. For more information about the Pride Radio Group and how to join, plus gain access to our Discord chat room, head on over to prideradio.group. prideradio.group. 3 Romeo Golf or Kilo 3 Papa Romeo Golf on QRZ. Membership is free and all are welcome, regardless of who you are. LGBT plus folks, of course. We don't like haters around here. Hi. This on the various nodes, talk groups, and reflectors of the Pride Radio Network and affiliated systems, including All-Star, Echolink, IRLP, DMR, YSF Reflector, WiresX, M17, NXDN, P25, D-Star, Zello, as well as various RF repeaters around the world. It is also streamed live on Broadcastify and also via my YouTube channel, which can all be found by searching for my call sign, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar, Mike Oscar. For more information on how you can connect to this network or for our live stream links, visit prideradionetwork.com. That is prideradionetwork.com. NetLogger, but because I am pedestrian mobile at the moment, we don't have NetLogger up yet, but as soon as I return home, I will have NetLogger started. Anyways, you can also track and follow this net by downloading NetLogger on Windows, Linux, or Mac OS from netlogger.org. netlogger.org. A piece of software that allows you to log into the net and view a list of call signs in real time and be able to follow along with the net. For Android and also iPhone users, you use On-Air Net Scraper instead. That is On-Air Net Scraper. And as a reminder, I am pedestrian mobile, so I don't yet have a NetLogger enabled, but as soon as I get back home, I will get the NetLogger up and running. Alrighty then, before we begin this evening's net, do we have any news, announcements, or other items of business for the net and the Pride Radio Group? Alrighty, hearing nothing, let's get started with the net, shall we? We're going to begin taking check-ins from mobile, in and out, and short on time stations. So if you're mobile, don't have much time, or if you just wish to pop in for a quick hello and then pop right on out, you may come down with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you may include your pronouns if you wish. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, your net control station, standing by for check-ins from mobile, short on time, and in and out stations. Or hearing nothing, that's open it up to anybody, anywhere. So anyone, anywhere, if you would like to check into the Worldwide Pride Net, also known as the Pride Radio Group Net, all I need from you are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. And if you wish, you may give us your pronouns as well. Let's see who's out there.
This is Kilo Golf 5 Sierra Oscar Romeo. Kilo Golf 5 Sierra Oscar Romeo. I'm staying in Denver.
Alrighty, Kilo Golf 5 Sierra Oscar Romeo, got you down. Who else is out there wishing to check in?
This is KC3 VIU, Kilo Charlie 3, Victor India Uniform, Phoebe, in Pennsylvania. She, her pronouns, please.
Alright, KC3 VIU, got you down. Who else is out there?
This is Kilo Bravo 7, Papa Sierra Tango. That's Kilo Bravo 7, Papa Sierra Tango. Alex in Beaverton, Oregon. She, her, please.
Alright, Kilo Bravo 7, Papa Sierra Tango, got you down. Anybody else out there wishing to check in? Check-ins. We are still taking check-ins for the Worldwide Pride Net, also known as the Pride Radio Group Net. But if I can talk, this is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar Sheeher, standing by for more check-ins to the net.
VK 5 ZSH, he, him, just checking in. Give me half hour or so there, Kimberly. I'm still trying to wake up and just got my coffee.
Alrighty, Victor Kilo 5 Zulu Sierra Hotel, got you down. Who else is out there wishing to check in? Alright, usually we get a lot more check-ins than this, but it's must be a slow day tonight, today. Alright, let's get to the top. Sierra Oscar Romeo from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, pedestrian mobile.
Roger that. I am neither. I'm a portable, I guess I'm a pedestrian. That's correct. And, just checking in to listen in. KG5SOR, thank you.
Alright, thanks for checking in. KC3VIU from KJ7, OMO, over to you.
KC3VIU coming back from net control. Someday I'm going to remember the call sign, but I don't know that it's necessary. But I do have a question, Kimberly. So what would be considered emergency traffic for the network? The messages that are getting relayed, just kind of curious what that is. There'll be plenty more to talk about, so I'll see what answer I get back on that. Back to net control. This is KC3VIU, back to net control.
All right, that was a very rough copy. I had to switch over to my analog mode so I could just barely copy you. May need to check your microphone and everything else to make sure it's working all right. When I say emergency traffic, I mean the type of emergency traffic that either needs to call police or ambulance or fire department or something, or maybe if they have some kind of other type of urgent situation that needs to have a message, relayed or whatever, then, that sort of thing. So in addition to, our normal net, we also obviously help
Good evening, Kimberly and the Net. This is KB7PST. Hello to everyone out there. Lovely to hear you tonight. About 70 degrees here in Beaverton. We've had a little bit of a cold spell at the end of the week. It's well needed. We've been in these before this, and probably we'll get into the 90s very soon. Not really pleased about the weather changing, and luckily this side of the country we're not getting much smoke net yet. Back to you, KJ7OMO in the group, KB7PST.
KB7PST from KJ7OMO, your net control station returning. Copy that. Here it's approaching the triple digits, so yeah, definitely not looking forward to that. Well, stay cool out there and don't get too hot. Drink plenty of water and seek shade whenever you can. Or better yet, stay inside with the air conditioner turned on. Hi. Alright, VK5ZSH, I think you said you were going to go for coffee, but we'll call you anyway, KJ7OMO.
KJ7OMO, VK5 ZSH, returning. Greetings all, greetings listeners, etc. I'm still trying to wake up here, Kimberly. I've not long gotten up before the net started, and I've only just started on my first coffee, so a little bit all over the place mentally, just trying to get my bearings and get my ducks in the row, so to speak, for the rest of the day type thing. All right. I didn't realise I was the second person off the rank, being coming late into the net. I thought there was a couple of people ahead of me type thing, but anywho, I'll put it back to you there anyway, Kimberly. KJ7OMO, VK5 ZSH.
VK5 ZSH, KJ7OMO, pedestrian mobile returning. Copy that. Yeah, I know that feeling. You first wake up and everything is just chaotic until everything kicks into gear. All right. It's just the five of us at the moment, but we're at the bottom of the list, so let's see if we can add some more to it. Without wishing to check in. Oh, I need to know your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically, and your pronouns too, if you wish. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, standing by for more check-ins to the net. All right, before we kick it back up to the top, who else is out there wishing to check in? Please come now. Alright, well, they'll probably show up later on. Sometimes some of the folks will show up later on in the net. Alright, we're going to kick it right back up to KG5 SLR from KJ7OMO. Hot Mike, back to you. Alrighty, looks like we lost that station. We'll try them one more time. KG5 SLR from KJ7OMO. Alright, KC3VIU from KJ7OMO. We'll toss the hot mic over to you.
This is KC3VIU, VP. Yeah, if the mic's hot, you might want to check your grounding. Hopefully my voice is a little better now. I just got a new, I just got a new iPhone yesterday for my birthday, so I thought, person using that primarily now, so, but this is my first time using it, in this situation. Yeah, speaking of the smoke and whatnot else, it was absolutely outrageous here this week. Visibility is like down to about a mile or so. Air quality index, I saw numbers of 260 and higher, and I've heard someone even report that they saw numbers of 400. It was just atrocious. But yesterday evening we got just a little bit of rain that knocked the numbers down, and this morning I think it was something like 65. So, but interestingly enough, now I'm having some minor difficulty breathing. It's not any worrisome. I'd certainly go to the hospital if I thought it was more significant. But just sort of like just not feeling quite right as far as that goes, but still able to have a great day today, and I'll talk about that more on a future loop. So, yeah, back to net control, KC3VIU, back to Kimberly.
KC3VIU from KJ7OMO returning. That air quality thing is a bummer. It's all coming from those wildfires out there up there in Canada, and they're having it really rough right now. And all the smoke blowing everywhere. It hit a lot of places in the U.S. hard, especially the East Coast, the northeastern part of the U.S., New York and all the areas surrounding it. They had it particularly hard. If you were to look outside, I've seen pictures of it, it looked absolutely apocalyptic, as if, aliens or something were attacking the world and the world was about to end. That's what it looked like. But, yeah, hopefully they put those fires out in Canada here soon. And hopefully no more fires start. Anyways, we're going to kick it right back over to the KB7 PST. And we'll toss that hot mic over to you, KJ7OMO.
KJ7OMO in the group, KB7PST. Yeah, the hot mic, if it's not properly grounded and it's electrically hot or RF hot, I'm going to be real with it. Happy birthday, Phoebe. That's awesome. I hope you like the iPhone. And I'm sorry to hear about the effects of the wildfires there. We had kind of bad wildfires last year here in Oregon and the year before. And I remember the air quality index getting up into highs, maybe low 200s, but certainly not in the 300 to 400 range like you're seeing there. Yeah, and yesterday I was listening to a British Columbia-based net where there were a few Canadians on there talking about like how the little fires that have been like accidental, like springing up around the bigger fires have been kind of squashed because they don't want it to get into property damage and stuff, and that there's definitely a lot of difficulty breathing and a lot of haze up there throughout Canada right now. All right, back to net control, KJ7OMO from KB7PST.
Okay.
Yeah, KJ7OMO, VK5, ZSH, returning. Yes, sorry to hear about the wildfires, wildfires over that way. There's a couple dozen Aussie firefighters, CFS firefighters that have gone over there to help with the fire there. So, be kind to an Aussie over there. Hi. I don't have much more to actually add at the moment there, so I guess I'll throw the somewhat hot microphone back to you there, Kimberly, KJ7OMO, VK5, ZSH.
Oh, VK5, ZSH from KJ7OMO returning, no longer pedestrian mobile. I just gotta get everything, get the net logger started, but that's alright. We'll do that here in just a minute or two. But before we do that, let's see if we have any additional check-ins to the Worldwide Pride Net, also known as the Pride Radio Group Net. All I need from you are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. And if you wish, you may give us your pronouns as well. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Micro Chiefer, and I'll be standing by for more check-ins to the net. All right, we have a Discord check-in from Victor Kilo 3 Juliet Echo Delta, who says, check me in as an in and out for now. I will recheck on air when I get home, and unquote. No problem, Tony. We'll get you checked in there, and we'll look forward to hearing you when you get back. Who else is out there wishing to check in? Please come now with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically. Alrighty. Hearing nothing. Let's see if Kilo Golf 5 Sierra Oscar Romeo is back with us. Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar. Alrighty, KC3 VIU from KJ7OMO. Go ahead and take it.
Once again, KC3VIU. I was walked outside the other day and kind of smacked my lips a little bit, and I'm like, it has a smoky kind of flavor, almost Canadian, like maple. Yes, I think it's a 2023. And hi. And would anyone care for a slice? Hi. Just being silly. I can't. If I'm not being silly, I'm probably not breathing. So, any rate, yeah, I did have a good day yesterday, and had a better day today. At least as good today. Today, our work family picnic. I did some volunteering for that, and that's always fun. And my friend Abigail, who's up from Florida, we went together. Of course, I took her as a guest, and she was just like so enamored with the whole like little hometown kind of feel that the place has. And I said, one of the things I really like about it is that though we are a global company, that the site of the New Holland brand of the tractors, the construction and agricultural equipment that we make, really has that very much hometown feel to it. And she even volunteered for some work. We were just checking in people that were coming into the event. So yeah, it was really cool, and the weather was much better. A little warmer towards the end of the day, but still it was really nice. And then afterwards we went and shot some pool. I think the best thing about the day was several times I was gestured by folks who didn't know me. So then I heard somebody say, "Wow, that lady is really nice and driving us around and stuff, isn't she?" So that was one of my volunteer things I was doing, and just really kind of heartwarming. So back to Net Control. This is KC3VIU. Back to Kimberly.
This is Kilo
Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar. Well, I just light to my computer.
Alright, this is Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar, returning via the computer. No comment at this time, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss it straight over to Kilo Bravo 7 Papa Sierra Tango from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar.
This is Kilo Bravo 7 Papa Sierra Tango. Yeah, it's been like hearing about your week, Phoebe. It sounds like it's been a really, really nice week. Kind of a similar experience. Went with some friends to a winery up here last night. Got treated really well by staff. They had gender-neutral bathrooms at the location. It was just a really, really nice way to get out and spend some time with people and hang out and just kind of skills. It's really the thing that I look forward to around Pride season, is the opportunity to just kind of be in spaces and get to be myself and not really, hopefully not worry too much about the world around. Just signed into NetLogger, never played around with it before. I am noticing that it's putting my grid square in. It's giving Delta November 40 right now, where I'm now in Charlie November 85, so I don't know where to go to fix that for them, but I may look into that later. KJ7OMO in the group, this is KB7PST.
KB7PST from KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, I have QRZ lookup enabled on my copy of NetLogger, so, and since you're a US ham, the only way you could change your address information and thus also your grid square is to update your record on the FCC database. And once you do that, then within a few days, QRZ will automatically pull that information and do whatever with it. We're gonna kick it straight over to VK5 ZSH from KJ7OMO. Now at my shack and relaxing from the walk. Alrighty, well, looks like he is still waking up. VK3JED checked in and out via Discord, but he will be on the air as soon as he returns home. So thanks for your check-in there, Tony, if you hear us, and we look forward to hearing you when you are home. Alright, let's see if we have anybody else out there. We're going to take a break real quick and see and take some more check-ins to the Worldwide Pride Net, also known as the Pride Radio Group Net. Please come down with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you may give us your pronouns if you wish. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar, Mike Oscar, she, her, and I'll be standing by for more check-ins to the net.
Alpha Echo 0, Sierra Bravo. Alpha Echo 0, Sierra Bravo. Chris in Kansas City. He, him, or they, them.
Yeah, we got another one. Alrighty, good to hear another one out there. Alpha Echo 0, Sierra Bravo, got you down. Who else is out there wishing to check in? Alright, Alpha Echo 0, Sierra Bravo, go ahead and take the hot mic. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar, Mike Oscar.
Alpha Echo 0, Sierra Bravo. Yeah, we're, I stayed, so, Kansas City had, Pride today. We call it Pride Inc. We're one of those places that has two different prides. There's the Pride Inc., the kind of corporate pride, and then there's something else that we call People's Pride. That's a couple weeks from now. But a couple days ago, somebody was taking pot shots with a BB gun outside of a gay bar. So people were really concerned about how Pride was going to go today, and luckily, nothing terrible happened. Yeah, I couldn't go because of other reasons. Yeah, things are. Other than that, everything's going all right. AE0SB.
Alpha Echo 00 Bravo from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar returning. Yeah, sorry to hear that y'all had some trouble over there. From what I understand, the state you're in is not really a safe state for our community, and a lot of anti-LGBT hate is happening all over the place, especially in states like yours. So do be careful out there and keep safe, and yeah, don't let those crazy homophobes and transphobes get to you. Yeah, it's a crazy time right now, but that's all right. At least we have a safe place that we could hang out over the airwaves, and this network is it. Anyways, we're gonna, before we kick it back up to the top, was there anybody else that wanted to get in the net? Alright, didn't think so. KC3 VIU from KJ7OMO, we'll toss it right back to you.
Kimberly, double checking. You did call my call sign KC3 VIU.
Kilo Charlie 3 Victor India uniform. I did indeed call you. Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar.
Okay, if I understood that correctly. My ex-sister-in-law lived in Portland a couple of years ago, and she was saying that where she was at specifically, I thought I heard numbers as for the smoke of the air quality index as high as 500 or something. They were actually taping plastic over their fireplace to prevent any kind of smoke from coming back down. And they're really worried because they have a son who's fairly young at that point. What was he then? About, was it last year or year before? I think maybe 2 years ago. And he was 2 or something. Really kind of a scary time for them. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to net control. KC3PIU, back to net control.
Alrighty, we're gonna toss it over to KC3VIU KJ7OMO returning. I don't have anything to say at the moment, so over to KB7PST from KJ7OMO.
AJ7OMO in the group, KB7PST. Yeah, I think we didn't get quite the brunt of it last year or the year before. There's I'm in Beaverton, and there's sort of a range of hills before you get into the downtown area of Portland. And that we sometimes get different weather systems than like the downtown and eastern portions of Portland do. But yeah, it was bad. We didn't tape up our fireplace, but prompted us to invest in getting a air filtration system all set up. So that was, yeah, it should get better, hopefully. I really hope that, like, the air gets better on the East Coast in Canada very soon. I also looked into the grid square showing up differently. My address is correct with the FCC, so I went in and signed into, well, created an account with QRZ and had to manually update my information there, even though the address is right. The grid square is my old grid square, so it's very, I don't know. There's a bug somewhere. KJ7OMO in the group, KB7PST.
Alright, KB7PST from KJ7. OMO returning. Copy that. Yeah. Well, at least you got it sorted. And hey, you got a profile on QRZ now, so go ahead and customize it if you like. Alright, we're going to toss it straight over to... Oh, here we go. VK5ZSH from KJ7OMO.
KJ7OMO, VK5 ZSH. Just put me on the side there for a little bit, Kimberly. KJ7OMO, VK5 ZSH.
Alrighty, Dale, no problem. We'll check you out for right now. Feel free to check back in anytime. Alpha Echo Zero Sierra Bravo from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. We'll toss it right back to you.
Hey, Alpha Echo Zero Sierra Bravo. Yeah, the smoke. Luckily, it's not so bad in the middle of the country. Although, we are keeping an eye on the air quality maps in the morning, and usually we're kind of the air quality is good to moderate, but the line has been creeping up to the edge of moderate over to bad. I don't know about the air quality index measurements because people here, especially respiratory difficulties, they don't really. They always complain about the air quality, but anyway, it's a separate kind of issue. It's not the smoke y'all are dealing with on the East Coast. Anyway, I'm going to pass it back to the net. Alpha Echo Zero Sierra Bravo.
Alrighty, Alpha Echo Zero Sierra Bravo from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar returning. What was I gonna say? Well, sorry, my brain decided to malfunction on me. So we're gonna see if we have any more folks out there wishing to check in to the net. All I need are your call signs, slowly, twice, and phonetically. And if you wish, you may give us your pronouns as well. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar, Mike Oscar, she, her, and we'll be standing by for more check-ins to the Worldwide Pride Net. Alrighty, do we have any additional check-ins before we kick it right back up to the top? Please come now with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically. Alright, hearing nothing. I did kind of remember what I was going to say. Yeah, this air quality thing, well, there are folks out there who have various medical conditions, and if the air quality is not good, then, well, that would make those conditions worse. It kind of affects me a little bit, because if the air quality is bad, then, well, then I'm in a lot of trouble, we'll put it that way. And I'll be using my inhaler a lot more often than I should. Anyways, KC3VIU from KJ7OMO, over to you.
KC3VIU, this is Phoebe. Yeah, that's kind of what I was inferring. I've had to use my inhaler recently. And if you hear the cat mewing in the background, she's lonely, so I often automatically will just mew back to her. So she misses her mom, quote unquote, who went to work overnight. So yeah, and I wanted to say that I made some pretty good breakthroughs in my voice, but right now I've been up for so long that my voice is really starting to seriously revert. The style itself isn't really reverting, but the granularity and quality are kind of shot. So, plus with all the smoke recently, it's like I'm surprised it works at all. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and put myself temporarily clearer than that. I'll say, I'll give a temporary 33 here, but I'll probably check back in a little bit. So, like I said, temporary 33 to the net, KC3 VIU, clear.
KC3 VIU from KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, copy that. It's kind of hard to achieve a feminine voice. I totally get it. Normally I would sound a little bit better, but I've been on HF and screaming into the void trying to call CQ on HF, so my voice is kind of shot. But hey, that's HF for you. You gotta have that loud voice to get the HF rig going. And it's even more difficult when you're QRP, like myself. Oh, I miss having 100 watts, I really do. But I won't be able to have access to that for a while, so I gotta get used to QRP. Unless, of course, I get lucky and I stumble upon somebody who would be generous enough to, give me an amp, or give me a, or donate me enough to get an amp or something. But I'm only, it's just a pipe dream. Anyways, 33 for now, 7333 for now, and as soon as you're ready to return, we'll pop you right back in at your previous spot, so don't worry about it. Your spot will be reserved. KB7 PST from KJ7OMO, over to you.
KJ7OMO in the group, KB7 PST. Yeah, it's the subject of voice in ham radio is really interesting. I think it's probably one of the reasons that I've stayed away from ham radio for a bit. I found that I would getting on the air, I tend to pitch my voice much lower than I really want to out of habit, and that's not great for me. Doesn't particularly make me feel good about myself. But it's things like the Pride Radio, Rainbow Amateur Radio Association, groups like that, where I'm starting to feel a little better about getting on the air. Had a really great experience this week on Friday, checking into a coffee net that's local here, and just a really great bunch of folks. It was really nice. On the subject of air quality, we've got a 15-year-old son, and he's got asthma, and air quality is bad here. He struggles to breathe and really has to use his rescue inhaler a lot. It's not a lot of fun for him. One of our recent projects, my spouse and I, we put together, there were some cheap IKEA air quality sensors, not the ones that are come with the built-in Wi-Fi, and I think they connect to whatever IKEA's hub is, but the inexpensive ones, the $9 ones that they're getting rid of, and found a project where you can slap a ESP266 board on the inside of it, and you can read the sensor directly from that board and forward it to things like Home Assistant. So we've now got a couple of really great data around our internal, inside the home air quality versus what, say, some of the outside air quality is like. So it's been kind of interesting to track. Also notice that the air quality number goes up inside when we're burning things in the kitchen. It is small. So, yeah. All right, KG7OMO in the group. This is KB7PST.
KB7PST from KJ7OMO returning. That's quite the interesting project. If you can link that on the Pride Radio group Discord, I would definitely check that out, because I'm looking to build a weather station here in my QTH, but I see the current prices of the current ones, and it's just something I cannot afford. But if I could build one for cheap, then yeah, I would love to do that and include the air quality sensor in my custom weather station build. That would be really awesome to have that in there. And the voice thing is really tough, because I get misgendered a lot on the air. Like, people would gendered me male, and use my dead name a lot, because of that stupid SCC putting my dead name there. But anyways, so yeah, but I am getting there, but when it comes to voice feminization, but I kind of feel that without the help of a voice coach, I might not make any more progress. And right now, I'm unable to find a voice coach, and the ones that I can find, that I do, find, they want to create, they want to charge quite a bit of money, and I just cannot afford one, so I'll just have to deal with it. That's all I could do. Anyways, Alpha Echo 00 Bravo, will toss it back to you from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.
Alpha Echo 0 Sierra Bravo. I've also been wanting to build a weather station here for a long time. It's the sensors are one thing, but the how to integrate them all, and I can't decide whether I want to do like an APRS weather station, or if I want it to go out just through Home Assistant, or ideally both. I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of different ways to go about it, and just integrating all those pieces is it's challenging. But yeah, and the voice thing sucks. I have no idea. I'm like it. I mean, well, I'm stuttering and like stopping and starting and all that stuff, but that's different from the tone of my voice. Anyway, now I'm just rambling. So Alpha Echo 0 Sierra Bravo, back to net.
AE0SB from KJ7 returning. Yeah, copy that. There's just yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll figure out something for the weather station stuff. All right. Well, I got a brain. My brain short-circuited again, so that kind of thing happens all the time. We're gonna see if we have anybody else out there wishing to check in to the net, to the Worldwide Pride Net, also known as the Pride Radio Group Net. All I need from you are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and if you wish, you may give us your pronouns as well. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar, Mike Oscar, she, her, standing by for more check-ins to the net.
Juliet Echo Delta.
Alright, well, looks like VK3JED is back. It is finally here, so we're gonna go ahead and pop him at the spot that I reserved for him. Do we have any additional stations wishing to check in? Please come now.
Try that now, Victor Kilo 3, Juliet Echo Delta. Maybe I got through this time.
Yeah, first time I only heard just your last, 2 letters of your call sign, but I recognized your voice and popped you back in there. Anyways, even though I reserved your spot on the order, we're going to go ahead and break with the order and go straight to you. VK3JED from KJ7OMO.
There you go, Kimberley. I had to connect direct to the US today. Don't know what was going on with the system in Sydney. It connected all right, and then, things dropped out, and then it didn't answer. So, yeah, I'll have to investigate that. So it's only just happened. So, yeah, they literally just got home. Had another bit of fun session at the track. A hard one, but a good one. So, yeah, now I can put the feet up, play a little radio, see what the M7 gang are up to, because there's been a lot happening over there. In fact, that's become a very fast-moving part of the hobby. I've been doing a lot of IPv6 testing and just making sure they haven't made silly assumptions about IPv4 being available by putting up a reflector that literally doesn't have it. So that's flushed out a few things that could have been an issue down the track. So, yeah, all good. So what else is news? Continuing to update the website. Added some more open our busy channels to the IPv6 reflector. So things are gradually progressing quite nicely, and hopefully all the hiccups that we had will soon be things of the past. So there's some good moves at the moment. Anyway, KJ7RMO, the Group VK3JED.
All right, VK3JED, KJ7OMO returning. Awesome sauce. So looks like you've gotten all that stuff sorted, and you figured out the web host I'm using, and yeah, you got quite the thing going on over there, and looks like your system is really expanding. Oh, one of these days we ought to have a crossover of all the networks, just for a short time period, just to say g'day to the g'day. Anyways, we're gonna kick it right back up to the top. KB7 PST from KJ7OMO.
KJ7OMO in the group, KB7PST. Yeah, I posted the GitHub link and a picture of my not perfect soldering job into the Showcase channel on the Discord. So yeah, if you're interested in that project, that's there. And yeah, voice training, I was part of a sort of group of folks that one day were chatting about voice training, and I kind of talked a bit about how I had never been very happy with my voice. And somebody else in the group said, "Well, no, I think your voice is lovely," and it's taking me a while. It's taking me a while to kind of just be at home with where my voice is at, and just try to work with it. I know there's we've got quite a few voice coaches here in Portland, but they get booked up fairly quickly. And the most recent one I've heard of actually has a theater background and is herself a trans woman doing voice training. So I thought that might be a really great opportunity, but also time and money for a lot of things. All right, KJ7OMO in the group from KB7PST.
Alrighty, KB7PST from KJ7OMO returning. Copy that. I don't have a comment right now because my brain has short-circuited, so in order to not break with the order that I arranged everybody, we're going to toss it right back to VK3JED from KJ7OMO.
I get to double dip, and yeah, I found the source of my problems. It's not the network at all, because I fell off your All-Star as well. It was must be the web transceiver interface that repeater phone uses, because I had the same result with yours, but my Shari has stayed up the whole time, so I'm going in on good old RF, and that's working 100%. So, yep, no technical glitches, under our control anyway. And yeah, the system, most of that stuff's been there. M17s that came a couple of weeks ago, and the AE modular interlink was sort of a week or two ago, and yeah, I've just added the everything to the IPv6 reflector, using a different technique for some I've turned to client-side bridge rather than the server-to-server interlinks. For technical reasons, I had to do it that way. Anyway, lots of fun things to play with. Yeah, today's going to be pretty much all of my aspects. A bit of track to start the day, a bit of technical tinkering on ham radio, and finish tonight with a bit of Deep Space Nine. There you go, the jock, the geek, and the nerd all together. KJ7OMO, the group VK3JD.
Alright, VK3JED, KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, got an awesome setup going on with your website there. I looked all over it. Great job with it. Doggone, my brain just don't want to work today. What's going on with it? AE0SB from KJ7OMO. Alpha Echo 0 Sierra Bravo from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar. Alright, well, looks like we lost that station, so we'll check back with them here in a little while. Alrighty, folks, so we are at the bottom of the list, so let's see if we have anybody else out there wishing to check into the Worldwide Pride Net, also known as the Pride Radio Group Net. All I need from you are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and if you wish, you may give us your pronouns as well. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar, Mike Oscar, she, her, and I'll be standing by for more check-ins to the net.
Hi, Kimberly, KC3VIU, rechecked in.
Alrighty, KC3VIU, you are back on the list. Who else is out there wishing to check in? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. Alrighty, KC3VIU, we're back to the top of the list, KJ7OMO, welcome back.
Thanks, Kimberly, KC3VIU, Phoebe here. Yeah, I posted in the general chat a couple of photos. The last one of which is myself and my friend Abigail at the employee picnic, and we finally got a banner to show for the employee resource group, the LGBTQIA+ employee resource group that I started back in I think it was March of 2021, and that's when we first said finally now, after several years, we finally have a banner to show, and it was in the public area where they're giving the tours and stuff for the plant today. So it was really nice, and I just felt so energized after that. Like, yes, we finally got something to show for all this stuff, and now people will know that the community is alive and well here at CNH. So CNH Industrial, I was just absolutely tickled pink about that. And the other suggestion I'd make is look for local college for voice therapy. Look for local colleges that do speech pathology. They made I know in Philadelphia that there's a college that a university that does free work. They use it as a way to train their undergrads for their careers, and there's a good likelihood that there's something local to the rest of the folks out there. Get in and get some free voice training, and it's actually quite good because the professors and stuff monitor all that, so it's actually quite good as far as technical. But it's a really nice way to get to help a student out and have them help you out. So back to net control, KC3 VIU.
KC3VIU from KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, thanks for the suggestion. KB7 PST, we're gonna send it over to you from KJ7 OMO.
KJ7 OMO in the group KB7 PST. Phoebe, I see your pictures up on the Discord. That's awesome. I'm glad to see. I know that, like, for my work, it's having the groups that you can helps people, like, know that they'll be safe, helps people from the community know that, like, they'll land safely if they come out at your workplace. So that's really awesome. That's really amazing. And also the comments on watching Deep Space Nine. It's been a while probably a couple of years since my last Deep Space Nine rewatch. Looking forward to the premiere of Strange New Worlds on Thursday. So that's coming up and kind of excited. I'm starting to fade a bit, and I am thinking I'm going to go watch my spouse play Zelda and adhere all sorts of things together that shouldn't be adhered together. So I'm going to say 33 and 73. This is KB7 PST, and I'll be clear of the grid.
KB7 PST from KJ7 OMO returning. Alrighty, well, you take care, you have fun. Thanks for hanging out with us, and I shall say my 73 and 33s to you, and we look forward to hearing you again, either on the next net or any time before then. You have yourself a wonderful rest of your night, and enjoy. Alright, VK3JED from KJ7OMO. We'll toss it straight over to you.
Okay, Kimberly, and in line with the last one, Strange New Worlds coming back. That's good to hear. The first season of that was real good. We're at the moment just going through what's out there in production order. Started with the original series, so I've been through that, done the animated, done Next Gen, and we're in towards the end of season 6 of DS9. So probably in about a week's time, we'll start on Voyager, and then continue our trek through Star Trek. But yeah, doing it, based. Got a fair way to go. This second golden age of Star Trek is upon us, and there's been quite a lot of recent stuff. Discovery was really good. Picard and Lower Decks. Haven't actually got to see any of that, but there's a lot of canon in Lower Decks, and Prodigy, and of course Strange New Worlds. So, plenty of Star Trek out there. Anyway, I'm better see what we're doing, and I'm finishing off lunch, so I might make this a final, but I'll listen for a little bit just in case anyone has any questions. KJ7R Motor Group, VK3JD.
VK3JED from KJ7OMO returning. Copy that. Oh, I haven't seen Star Trek in a while. I'll have to get caught up again. Good to know that there's some new Star Trek content out there ready to watch. And yeah, one of these days I'll try and get caught up. Anyways, good to have you on board, and I shall say 7-3 to you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Alpha Echo Zero, Sierra Bravo from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, over to you. Alpha Echo Zero, Sierra Bravo from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Alright, well, looks like that station is gone, so if you can hear me, 7-3, and thanks for hanging out with us. And looking forward to hearing you again on the next one, or anytime before. Alrighty, folks, we're at the bottom of the list, so let's see if there's anybody else out there wishing to check in. All I need are your call signs, slowly, twice, and phonetically, and if you wish, you may give us your pronouns as well. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, she, her, looking for more check-ins to the net. I see November 6 Bravo Foxtrot on NetLogger. Would you like to check into the net? Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Alright, we're not hearing them. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna wind things down, but first, Kilo Charlie 3 Victor India uniform from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar.
Thank you, Kimberly. I actually was going to ask of the person I'm definitely an original series fan, although there's only 1.5 seasons of it, of the original 3, so, and certainly in no condition to watch it at that point, or if I did watch it, I didn't understand it. So, and barely half a season, we'll call it 1 season. Anyway, yeah, my favorite Star Trek, aside from the original series, I really liked Enterprise, and especially the episode they did, the twin mirror universe episodes at the end of the 4th season. It was absolutely spectacular. They did an amazing job with continuity, an amazing job with uniforms and props. They really did their best to hold true and yet make it visually appealing for some of the new folks that are watching. So I really like that aspect of it. I watched that episode so often. But if you haven't seen the version on DVD, there's some really, really wicked scenes in there, including one where Scott Bakula, the fellow who everybody sees as the really nice guy, the guy from Quantum Leap who's always helping people, says something to his security officer, which really sets him up to be 100%, well, I'm going to keep it clean, unquote, and I think you know where I'm going with the other words, so I don't say it. Hi. But Kimberly, I'm curious, do you have anything to say for the Nets? Because it seems to me, being the, managing and running the net, that nobody turns around and asks you what you have to say. So, back to you, KC3VIU.
KC3VIU from KJ7, OMO returning. Good question. What do I have to say for the net? To be honest, I don't know. I really don't know what to say. It doesn't help that my autistic brain has a hard time thinking of what to say. Yeah, I am neurodivergent. Autistic, neurodivergent, yeah. But I do have fun managing the net, though, and keeping the traffic going. Anyways, before we close this net, do we have, real quick, anybody else out there wishing to check in? We're gonna do in and out check-ins only now because we're about to close things down. Do we have any other real quick check-ins before we shut things down? Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar standing by. Alrighty, do we have any final comments from anybody that was previously checked in? Please come now.
KC3VIU comment.
You go right on ahead.
Thanks, Kimberly. Yeah, KC3VIU. I'm grateful for the support and knowing that there's other people and stuff that understand what we're going through as trans and LGBTQ folks, and I think that was one of the reasons I definitively like to come here to share all these positive things, so that to help lift other people up. And arguably there's just a hint of self-promotion in there, but for this one in particular this week. But the thing about it was I just I had to do this for the greater good. So, but I do really appreciate the support from everybody in the group and all the tech talk, geek talk, and whatnot else too. So, this is KC3 VIU Phoebe, clear, and back to net control.
Alright, KC3VIU from KJ7 OMO returning. Well, you're quite welcome. We're glad that you have found a community that that has your full support and is with you every step of the way. Yeah, networks like this are really hard to find, so we're glad that we've put this whole together so that everybody will have a safe place to be. Anyways, do we have any additional final comments or check-ins or whatever before I shut this net down? Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar standing by. Alrighty folks, I'm going to go ahead and call that a wrap. I would like to thank all of you for participating and having fun on this net. I also would like to thank the Waverly Amateur Radio Society in Sydney for allowing us to hijack their systems to relay this net. And I also would like to thank VK3JED, VK2WAY, and the rest of the Pride Radio Group for making this net and this network possible. Without them, we wouldn't be here talking to each other today. I now return all frequencies, repeaters, and other systems back to their abnormal abuse. I mean, normal amateur radio use. Hi. 7-3 everybody from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. And for those of you who are on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll see you on the next one. 7-3 everybody from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. And by the way, this is the little project that KB7PST was talking about. This right here. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream now. Bye, y'all. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell! We'll see you on the next one.